Welcome everyone to the ultimate glitch compilation video of LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 1. LEGO Marvel Super Heroes, or LMSH, is a LEGO video game released in 2013 and is one of the best LEGO games ever. Today, we will see all the bugs you can find and redo on this game. There will be 3 parts: how to get out of bounds, then bugs that can be found normally, and finally, bugs I've encountered during speedrun. By the way, this video will be in 2 parts. Let's jump into it. I searched on internet and in-game and I found 11 ways to get out of bounds.
Number 1.
The first way is easy. You just have to go to the Statue of Liberty and go under the wooden pier. The wall there doesn't have any collision.
Number 2.
The second way is to use a vehicle called the Tank Hydra, which have a particularity. You can use a turret to shoot missiles. Use this vehicle, put it in front of a wall, go to the turret, sit and shoot. The explosion will destroy the vehicle and make you go through the floor.
Number 3.
If you go to this location, you will find a carrot shop, which doesn't make any sense, but anyway. By trying to walk through the door, you will see that there is no collisions on the floor, and you will fall through it.
Number 4.
For this one, I don't understand how this is possible, but by going near the X-Men mansion, on this location, you can use Ant-Man, shrink, and go through the floor. But that's not it. It's also possible to go for a swim, and there is no collision at all on this wall. I really don't know how the developers forgot about an entire wall.
Number 5.
For this one, you will have to go on the helicarrier. Go down and then try to reach the corridor, and switch to the other character. For some reason, the second character will spawn on the other side of the cinematic barrier. It is possible to fly out and see all the rooms of the helicarrier. There you can see Deadpool room, the custom character room, and also you can see this. It is all the custom character parameters icon, and I don't know why, but it's right there.
Number 6.
The 6th one is a pretty funny bug. Still on the helicarrier, you take Iceberg and go to the story selection area. You freeze someone and he will go through the floor. The rumor says that it only works with the Thing, but it works with nearly all characters.
Number 7.
Another way to get out of bounds is to fly with any character, just above the ground, and press the mini character button. For some reason, it pushes you through the ground, and here you are. You can also do that on any levels to explore the outer space, just like this level. I always wonder what happened when I reached this tower. Oh, nothing. Great.
Number 8.
One way to go through the map is by going again next to the X-Men mansion. There is literally a hole on the ground where there is no collision. Not easy to find, but still interesting.
Number 9.
When you play, your character touches the ground and makes the game update your last position in case you die. So when you die, you respawn at the last position where you walked. But by instant flying when you spawn, your position isn't saved, and when you die into the blades of the helicarrier, the game makes you spawn under the map. And here you go.
Number 10.
Number 9 is quite easy to achieve. On the helicarrier, because of the fact that characters that can't fly are stopped from falling thanks to this robot, Because of this, switching flying characters to unflying characters makes the game killing you and respawning under the map.
Number 11.
And the last way I found is by using another bug, being a vehicle. Like, literally. But I will talk about it later. When being a boss and mounting a boss, the game teleports you thousands of kilometers away from the map. But you get teleported back to the city. Sometimes you get stuck far away from the bus you were on. As you can see on the screen, I'm literally next to the border of the map. I will make a video about that. We just saw every known way to get out of bounds, and now it is time to see normal bugs that you can find in-game.
Number 1.
There is 155 heroes playable in LEGO Marvel Superheroes, but it is possible to have another one, a civilian. The first way is to use Thor Classic and switch to Thor. This citizen isn't special. He can jump, punch, and that's it. Another way to get this citizen, which is only doable on the Heli carrier, is to take the Green Goblin, switch to the big Green Goblin, and switch again to Green Goblin. It takes around 20 seconds to get this dude. The third way to get this man is by using Jean Grey with her shield. Switch to Phoenix with her shield also, and switch again to Jean Grey. The citizen will get stuck on the walking animation.
Number 2.
Stanley has the capacity to transform into the Hulk, but Stanley actually had a third skin. By transforming on the elevator, it is possible to bug out the skin of Stanley. His shirt is ripped out, but he doesn't get the size of it.
Number 3.
That's something that can look dumb, but close characters, Wolverine, Beast, and Sabretooth, can repair cars. Charging their abilities on the vehicle can restore their health.
Number 4.
That one is weird, but electricity can disable Wolverine, Deadpool, and Stanley's faces. Yeah, you heard me right. By punching them with electricity, these characters lose their face for a few seconds, and it's completely useless.
Number 5.
The reason why Thor is so strong is his hammer. But how do you remove the hammer from him? Next to a train station, Thor can aim at a train, wait for it to start and let it go. The hammer will follow the train until the train despawns, and so does the hammer too. Thor will lose his hammer forever until the switch of characters.
Number 6.
This one isn't a bug, just an omission from the developers. You may know Dr. Connors, because it's one of the Spider-Man's famous enemies. But the thing special about him is that Dr. Connors just have one hand. So that's my question. How can he grab that cable? Truly amazing. By the way, he can also climb ladders.
Number 7.
Mr. Fantastic Future Foundation is one of the most bugged skins from this game. So, when using a bike, everything is normal, but get down a bit and Mr. Fantastic arms are weird as hell. His arms are stuck to his body, all soft. The animation becomes normal again for a few seconds when using attack animation. But that's not it. When jumping from high, his arms are now in his back.
Number 8.
The number 8 is quite funny, but nobody really noticed. Did you ever watch the windows of the buildings from New York? Because I did, and it's truly amazing how fucked up are the reflections from the city. The developers might have taken this bridge view and put it really everywhere. But the most stupid one is the Baxter building. When you go on top of it, you can actually see the Baxter building itself. There is a reflection of the building you are on.
Number 9.
Storm can destroy objects with her electricity, but electric heroes can't, which doesn't make any sense. Also, JJ can by launching Paper Journal. So, JJ is more powerful than Thor, Hulk, or even the Silver Surfer.
Number 10.
This one has to be one of my favorite bugs from this game. Using a small but strong dude like Super Skrull or Miss Hulk, lifting a basketball and walking far from the basketball court makes the game crash. And it works from both of the courts. That's just it, it's pure nonsense bug, I love it.
Number 11.
Near the X-Men mansion, between the wall and the edge of this staircase, there is a very small hole, and just someone as small as Ant-Man can fit into it. Normal sized people can't go through. You can see outside like if there was a window, and you can hit objects from the other side of the wall.
Number 12.
Parachute is a very useful thing in order to stay alive, but in LMSH, parachutes are kind of bugged. With a normal sized character, if you jump and use a parachute, you can enter a car, and the parachute will stay. Going out of the car will stop it.
Number 13.
Small characters have their own bug with the parachute. When falling without parachute and pressing parachute at the exact moment when touching the ground, the parachute will stay on the character. It works on Howard the Duck and Rocket Raccoon.
Number 14.
That's something I found while filming this video. When switching from player 1 on the helicarrier and player 2 on the ground, the game loads everything. And you can see for a few milliseconds what the helicarrier truly is.
Number 15.
The Quinjet bug is quite funny. Flying with a character that can transform into a big fig, such as Hulk or Venom, is normal until you get off the plane. You will instantly die and get teleported back to the plane in a big figure form. It works just like before, but Hulk or Venom are stuck in their animation of walking. This works only at the height of helicarrier. The funny part is that it doesn't work with Stan Lee because he doesn't get into his Hulk form, but his skeleton form.
Number 16.
When Green Goblin fly near a car and try to get into it, the Goblin and his glider are merged, and when the Goblin came out of the car, the glider is in his body.
Number 17.
For the last bug of part 2, when the big fig fall, a robot catch it, but if he gets freeze by iceberg, he will fall and get at the same time catched by the robot and falling in as an ice cube. Finally, he will be on the ground. It's time to go to part 3. Let's see what bug I have encountered during speedrun.
Number 1.
During the Oscorp level, there is a cinematic that's supposed to show you where the Green Goblin is going. But somehow, the camera bugs and you can see the bottom of the level.
Number 2.
At the end of the level of the raft, Hulk is fighting the Abomination. Wolverine is sporting a spotlight, and if the Hulk is behind the Abomination, you can see him gliding and going through the wall before getting in front of the Abomination.
Number 3.
In the Asgard level, Thor is going out of the Bifrost and activates a cinematic. Again, the cinematic camera shows outside of the level, and it's really pixelated.
Number 4.
This one is weird. At the X-Men level, Jean Grey is supposed to move a piece with telekinesis, but sometimes, if she moves the piece with her foot before using her power, the piece will be destroyed.
Number 5.
On the same level but near the end, while Storm is charging the elevator, Jean Grey can go through the door before it opens. Yeah, this third part is really fast.
Number 6.
The third bug I have encountered during this level is about the Juggernaut. When he is running on the floor to hit you, you can see him clipping through the floor. Truly weird.
Number 7.
I love this one. On the Latveria level, the Fantastic Four are going to Central Park to get the Fantastic Jet. She creates a platform for Mr. Fantastic, and then if she goes on top of the fountain, she will fall under it. That's stupid, it's perfect.
Number 8.
At the end of the Latveria level, Susan Storm is supposed to create a fly swatter to punch the Green Goblin, but the fly swatter doesn't hit him at all.
Number 9.
The Magneto level hides a pretty funny bug. At the end, Thor, Spider-Man and Iron Man are supposed to launch a special attack each. When it's Thor's turn, he hits a pumpkin with his hammer, but for some obscure reasons, it can make your game crash. It already happened to me twice.
Number 10.
It's a secret for no one. Galactus sucks. Wait, I mean that he sucks very hard. But again, I have no clue why, but sometimes, even if you spam your buttons, you can't escape, and sometimes it's really easy. In both of those videos, I spam my buttons.
Number 11.
That one is really simple. When you're playing in a multiplayer game, it is not possible to switch from characters when the other player is in dialogue with the NPC.
Number 12.
Also, in a multiplayer game, the player 1 is always loading later than player 2, mostly spawning times.
Number 13.
This one is an annoying bug. When playing in a multiplayer game, achievements from one player can be displayed on the other player's screen.
Number 14.
In the same way, dialogue can stop actions. In this example, a fight is stopped because the other player triggered a conversation with an NPC.
Number 15.
In the Sandman level, the Super Scroll breaks the green handle, and it happened also in other levels.
Number 16.
To gain time in Speedrun, there is several techniques. And in the Baxter Building level, you can go through the floor when trying to trigger the hitbox of Dr. Octopus.
Number 17.
This one is pretty obvious, and I'm sure that nearly all of you have encountered this one. Sometimes, cinematic doesn't play itself, and it's weird because you can see from the character's perspective the bad guys flying away.
Number 18.
In the Osborn building level, you can actually skip the cinematic of Venom fighting. If Spider-Man is destroying the door and Black Widow sticking to it, Black Widow can start the next level without even triggering the cinematic.
Number 19.
In the raft mission, Stanley is supposed to be rescued in a small cabin, but if we use the multiplayer bugs we saw earlier, it is possible to cancel the Stanley in danger. Stanley will disappear, but the achievement won't count.
Number 20.
The start mission is awesome, and there is a small trick to gain time. Using a rocket at the moment where the Mandarin appears, you can instant cancel his spell on you.
Number 21.
When you're playing in a multiplayer game and the second player has not activated his character, when spawning and activates at the same time, it is possible to make the second character spawn under the ground of the city and fall under it.
Number 22.
This one was the most annoying one this far. It made me fail several attempts. When trying to save Stanley in the X-Men mission, you have to build a trampoline and wait for him to fall on it. If you aren't patient enough, Stanley will disappear, but again it won't count. That's it for part 1 of the Ultimate Compilation LMSH Bugs and Glitches. It took me several months to bring all those bugs together. Also, I hope that my poor English was good enough to make the video clear. Hope you enjoyed this video, be ready for part 2, have a good day and see you soon.